everybody, and welcome back to my channel for this Friday morning, afternoon or evening across the world where you may be at. And today I have another autism Reddit feed for you, and this topic today is autistic family member inclusion. This was posted on the Autism Reddit Forum, which I'll link down below in the description. It says, end of the month family trip coming up with 8 kids and 14 adults. Sister's partner has a son 6 years old with non-verbal autism, asking for ways to keep him included on what's going on and how to deal with any potential behavioural issues or problems that might happen, or how to help him interact with the other children. I want to take the stress away from him or his parents. So that is kind of a really brief introduction, really brief post that this person has put. I will link the original post down below in the video description. So I've come up with ways as an autistic adult how to potentially help this person who has posted this question on the Autism Reddit forum. So the first thing that I would say is get visual supports or a daily timetable done. So you can download visual timetables online from lots of different autism specific websites, and you can write each day of that holiday or vacation where you're going, what you're doing, so the non-verbal autistic boy can have that put onto his communication device, or it can be given to his parents to then show him, to prepare him for each day what he's expected to do and expected to take part in. Again, on that visual timetable, it may be appropriate to include breaks, quiet time, sensory meltdown relief, anxiety relief. Give him some ways to encourage to deregulate himself, because he may become overwhelmed if he's non-verbal. So in that case, if he is non-verbal, he may not be able to fully communicate with you. So again, that's the first thing that I would say. The second thing is make sure you allow him to have fidget or sensory aids, which will reduce the anxiety and sensory overwhelm from being included in the holiday situation. So again, things like fidget spinners, things like fidget necklaces, bracelets, that may be able to help you reduce his sensory overwhelm, his anxiety. If he is around new people, this may be a really helpful way to keep him lowered and keep him from being overwhelmed and anxious around a big group of new people. There seems to be quite a lot of people going on this vacation or holiday that you're doing. So that would be my second tip of the day. Making sure that the non-verbal boy has a quiet area or a quiet room to go to if he does get overwhelmed. So again, this is my third tip of the day. So if you are going to a hotel or a ranch or a motel or a camping area or anywhere that is outdoors, you may choose to have a quiet area so where he can escape to, somewhere where he can regulate himself, get himself back into the social scene, get himself over the anxiety and overwhelm that may happen being around people. Especially if you're on a holiday setting, there may be a quiet area like the tent or say the woods, or if you're in a chalet or if you're in a caravan here in the UK, then there may be a way to get him into a quiet area to function so he can join in again. Make sure also he has his communication devices charged. So again, anything like a mobile phone, cell phone, iPad, tablet, computer, anything that will have battery powered accessory so he can use it to communicate with you, whether that's like text to speech or pushing buttons to communicate with you. So make sure they are fully charged and have their power accessories with them. Another thing I would say is encourage the family members to research autism ahead of time. So again, this may be something that you need to do ahead of time. Go onto the National Society of America Autism website, the UK National Autistic Society website, or any form of autism specific legal government website, which I'll link resources down below in the video description talking about best ways to communicate with a non-verbal autistic person, especially children or adults. In this case, it seems like it's a child. But again, it will be the best ways to interact and make sure that he's fully included and knows what to expect, where he's going, etc. Also, I would download pictures of the places where you're going. So if you're going on an aeroplane or a train or by car or by any form of motor vehicle, then print out pictures of where you're going so he knows where he's going to expect to be staying. Print out pictures of food he may like, and also if you are going to a campsite or a motel where you can get hold of food, make sure the autistic person has their favourite food, favourite drinks to again lower anxiety, lower the sensory overload moments, and that he's able to be safe and secure in himself. I would also take some information about autism with you, so that if a meltdown does happen, or the autistic person may carry some form of identification with them. So whether it's an autism alert card, or I am an autistic person card, or a medical card, or a medical bracelet. A lot of people do wear medical bracelets saying I have autism, or I'm autistic, or I am on the autism spectrum, something like that. That gives it away so that people can know how to interact with them in case a medical situation does arise or happen within a certain situation. So that may be another good way of interacting with the autistic person, to make sure they're involved in what the situation is, where they're going to be staying, etc., how they can talk to you. So that may be another good way of interacting with them. Also, I would say you've asked about making sure that they're involved with the other children. These children, by the sounds of it, are neurotypical, which means they're non-disabled, or non-autistic, which means I would be very careful personally to force the child to interact with them, because again, if he is non-verbal, there is going to be that barrier there between the neurotypical children and the autistic neurodivergent child. So again, that could cause a lot of issues if you force interaction and communication with the autistic child with the neurotypical children. So they might not understand that he may not be able to talk, or have limited words, limited language, and that may cause issues on the holiday situation. Also, I would say let him talk about his favourite interests. So again, if you are going away on holiday or to a friend's house, a family member's house, make sure that he's included in that way. Talk about what he likes, what he dislikes, and get him to talk to you in that kind of aspect. So I hope these tips and tricks have been helpful from my own autistic perspective. Obviously, I am a fully functioning verbal autistic, so it's a lot different giving tips for non-verbal people. But please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!